My name is Jackie Hannon. I am a member of the 501st, the Rebel Legion, the Legion of Supervillains, the finest G.I. Joe costuming groups. I am also an elementary school teacher. I've taught middle school, high school, and now preschool.
Hi, I'm James Hannon, author of Anatomy of a Cosplayer, Tales from Behind the Mask. And today's installment of Cosplayer Hotspot, we're going to be interviewing my beautiful wife, Jacqueline Hannon.
Hello there. Hi.
She's got a lot to say about her adventures in cosplay, so let's get to it.
Let's go.
All right.
I started costuming by chance, I guess, or by luck. My husband and his friends wanted to join the 501st. They were having a parade down in Towns River. I did not have a Star Wars costume, so what I did was I bought a Vegas waitress girl costume, and I was the Death Star waitress. That was what I called myself. Once I got in with meeting the 501st and getting to know them and the group of people, I decided that what they were doing, their cause for charity, was something that I really was interested in. I swore I would never costume because, again, I thought that people who costume were a certain group of people. I had not met anyone besides my husband and his friends who wanted a crazy idea to join the 501st and wear these costumes because they love Star Wars. I didn't have one, and I thought that was silly. Grown people in costumes, you only costume when you're little and you're for Halloween. So, but when I met them, I spoke to them, and I really got along with them. I really enjoyed hearing their stories, and they were a group of people that were really nice. So I said, well, let me just join them. They were doing a good thing, a good deed. So I wanted to get involved in that part of it too. I like to bring smiles to the kids and to the parents. My costumes are Imperial Crewman, a Jawa, Rebel Pilot, Cobra Prior, Mrs. Cold, the Top, Pied Piper, Poison Ivy. In Star Trek, I have the Red Dress. In the Legends of 80s Wrestlers, Adrian Adonis, and I have also Sinestro. My favorite costume, I have two, at least two. I am partial to Mrs. Cold because that was my first one. That kind of compliments my husband. He's Captain Cold and Mrs. Cold. And I also like the comfort of the Imperial Crewman because I could be helping out the rest of the gang in the Star Wars, and I can see I could take off my hat. I could be comfortable. I also like, oh, I have a third one. I also like my Poison Ivy and my Pied Piper. So I have at least four that I like. My least favorite is, unfortunately, has to be Sinestro. I love Sinestro, but I don't like the mask in Sinestro. I don't like the mask on me. I don't like any mask on me. The Jawa story is interesting. I was wearing my costume at an event. All of a sudden, I have fans in my costume to help me breathe. It's very constricting. There's little air. The fans went out, and I had sort of a mini little panic attack because I couldn't breathe. I thought I couldn't breathe. So my husband and my friend moved me over to the dressing where we dressed and got me out of there, and I was delighted to be out of there. It was very scary to just lose your air.
Did you really lose your air?
I didn't lose my air, but since the fan stopped, it felt like I did, and I panicked. Mostly I panicked, and I told my husband, I don't have any air. Costuming means to me this people with the same interests, same commodity, me going to events that I would have never gone to if I wasn't in costume, meeting certain actors or people from shows. We've done a lot of events where we met actors from shows. We got autographs in costume. I like the charity factor of it. They raise money for certain charities, Miracle Walk, autism, other events, hospital events that we used to have in libraries. We promote reading, which is close to me because I'm a teacher, so it's like I like that part of it too. That was really exciting to meet her. When I met Diane Pershing, it was exciting because it was only my third time wearing the Poison Ivy costume. When I was walking over to her table, she recognized me and she called me over. And it was very exciting because she complimented me on my costume, that I looked absolutely great. I have a red wig and she just loved the wig. We took pictures with her. She signed a photo for me and dedicated to me and my husband, so that was really exciting. And we took another picture with her afterward, and she was so happy that we were there. Like, she made me feel so, like, I was very nervous meeting her, but she made me feel comfortable and welcome, that I was doing the right thing. She said thumbs up. When you're teaching, you are sort of acting. When you're cosplaying, you are acting also. You are sort of becoming the persona that you're cosplaying. When you're a teacher, you are becoming something that is not something different, because you're showing or putting on a show for both groups, both the children and the children also that goes to the conventions with the parents. So it affects it that way. It gives you more confidence, self-esteem, more openness. Your personality changes in both. You become sort of a different person. Older costumers, what are you trying to say? No, I'm only kidding. Older costumers have big issues, big things. I mean, as you get older, you get these little aches and pains every day. Sometimes the conventions are more than 2 days, sometimes 3 days. After a while of being on your feet in a costume for all day, the whole day long, you kind of get pains and aches where if you were younger, you probably could just go with it. But as you're getting older, it begins to bother you more. You wake up with this hurting and this and the ankles and your whole elbows, and it's a whole new thing. You have to take more Advil, I think, during the day. Depending on my health, how I feel, that's a big thing. That's a big factor in this whole situation of me continuing. Also the interest, if the interest fades, like, I didn't expect to be in this. So now that 5 years from now, what do I think? I don't know, because I never really expected to be. I like being in costuming. The future of cosplay down the line in 5 years, I don't know really how it's going to, whether it's going to change or not. I don't really know. I'm hoping it stays. There's a lot of creative people and they need an outlet. Is there a difference? Cosplaying for some people, it can be considered fun. On the other hand, also, costuming for some people may be considered too serious. Like, there are this costume and I have to be this kind of serious person who doesn't smile or whatever. Well, cosplay, there are having a bunch of fun, they're running around, but in all sincerity, they do intertwine, because some people could be serious and fun in both groups. It depends on the person too. But I'm having a lot of fun in cosplaying, and also when I costume. To me, they're the same.
So Buster wanted to be in the shot at some point, and he kept making fun. So now he gets shy? Oh, wait. What do you guys say for yourself, Buster?
Say hi. Say hi, Daddy. That's it. Bye.